This video will go over the eQAPP Setup tool, Analyte Criteria tab. Go to Tools, Data, eQAPP Setup. Choose the correct project. Go to the Analyte Criteria tab and select the test method and matrix to edit. In this case, SW6010C Water Matrix. Here we can edit the QC criteria associated with each analyte. The control limits for each QC element come from the FUDSChem version you selected on the Copy eQAPP tab. The rejection limits come from the National Functional Guidelines. Note that these are the values at which the results will be flagged by the system and given the flags specified in the QC Elements tab. Although the highest limit is named Upper Reject, an exceedance would not necessarily result in an R flag or an X flag. It would just add whichever flag is set up as the Upper Reject flag in the QC Elements tab. The same goes for the Lower Reject. Note, elements that are not included in the FUDSChem will be populated with zeros. They should be populated with the desired limits by hand or can be removed if they do not apply to your project. Sort the QC elements so we can more easily review the values by clicking on the column header that says QC element. For this project, since we're following the National Functional Guidelines and FUDSChem, the defaults are what we want. Therefore, we won't make any changes to the QC elements and control limits pre-populated for iron. However, for lead, we can see that the control limits have not been populated. This can occur if you delete the record for an analyte in the Analyte Limits tab and then add it back in. For more information, please refer to our eQAPP Analyte Limits tab tutorial video, linked in the description. Note that deleted analytes can be restored by your Synectics point of contact in such a way as to preserve their default values. This may be preferable to entering the data again by hand. Let's select the blanks for lead, BLKE, BLKL, BLKNeg, and use the Field to Replace option to update the Lower Reject, Lower Control, Upper Control, and Upper Reject to 0. 0 is the appropriate limit for all blanks. If we get any result other than 0, we will know the blank is contaminated and will want to flag it. We could continue updating this way or export this tab as a spreadsheet by going to the upper right and choosing Export, Analyte Criteria, Go. From here, updating and re-importing the spreadsheet follows the same process that is outlined in our eQAPP Analyte Limits export video, linked in the description. If you would like to see a summary of your criteria, you can go to Reports, Environmental Setup Reports, and look at the Analyte Criteria report. Choose the project. Select all methods and click View Report. From this report, we can clearly see that some of the control limits for lead have not been populated, and we know we still have work to do. This report automatically highlights rows that have been changed from the template. Mousing over the highlighted values will provide a pop-up of the original values for reference. Note, the ADR compares these numbers listed here with the exact number that the lab submits. So, if your upper reject limit for the matrix spike is 125%, and the lab reports 125.1%, the system will see the 125.1% as out, and flag it accordingly. If you want the lab to round down, then they will need to round the data in their SED file, not just in their lab report, to to avoid being unnecessarily flagged. This report updates in real time, so if you make an update to the eQAPP and click refresh on the report, your update will appear. This report can be exported to a variety of formats by clicking on the floppy disk icon. Don't forget to subscribe to the FUDSChem YouTube channel for more tutorial videos. All of the tutorials and playlists mentioned during this video are linked in the description below. Lastly, if you have questions or comments, feel free to contact us at fuds.support@synectics.net. Thank you.